What's up? Rolling here with Carlia. What's up?
Oh, hi. What's up?
And this is our new channel. Just talk about stuff. We watch TV, review it, break it down, or just real life stuff. Live a crazy life.
He got me watching Game of Thrones and stuff like that. I don't know nothing about it. It's the beginning.
Speaking of Game of Thrones, we started watching House of Dragon that just aired today. And she never watched it.
None of it. I just know they
have sex. Lots of sex.
So basically, I'm like the nerd, and she's like the shitty girl, I guess. And alright, this is a little breakdown of House of Dragons, episode 1. Alright, so what you think about it?
I think it was good. It's crazy how they lived back then. Like, it was real disturbing, but I'm not surprised. I liked it a lot. Like, I like,
the lace fronts was glued down. It was giving. I liked it. I liked all of it.
Hairstylists was doing anything then?
Yeah, they definitely used some type of strong bold or something because them wigs was on. But yeah, I liked it so far. I was a little confused, but I'm going to keep watching it so I can understand it.
What did you ask me?
I didn't know if it was real or fake. I wanted to know, because non-fiction or fiction.
Yeah, when I seen the black guy, I was like, weren't black people slaves? I thought that it was supposed to be less. I thought it was real history. But then he made it clear, dragons is not real.
Yeah, it's all fairy tale. Some guy from North Jersey wrote all these.
I could picture that. I could see that.
Back in the day, George R. Martin, he wrote all these books. He's a crazy nerd, and that's how he made his living off the book.
Nerds hot, man. That's what they say. That's why you with me.
Anyway, all right. Episode 1. It started off Targaryen kings. He had no heirs, so he had to choose between two people from his bloodline to be the next heir, and then one was his niece, I guess, or cousin. She was a female Targaryen, but her husband was
what?
What was the girl's husband? Why he didn't choose her?
I don't know.
He was black.
Oh, he was black. Yeah, he's a black guy.
So he went with
I'm good in school with tests and stuff.
So he went with his nephew, the Targaryen, and Princess Brianna was in the belly of her mom at that time. That's how the show started off. Him on the Iron Throne. And this show is basically 200 to 300 years before Game of Thrones. So right,
Rhaenyra, she ready to jump off the porch.
Rhaenyra's mom and dad to be the king of the realm. And she was in the womb at that time. Then it fast forward 9 or 10 years later. Princess Rhaenyra's 10 or 11 now. Her mom's pregnant, about to give birth to their son anytime. And the dad can't wait, but he can't wait.
He want a boy.
Yeah, he want a boy. He ignored his daughter. He didn't ignore her, but
he ignored her.
He just said he wished he gave her more time and effort, because that's all he really had. Because when his wife gave birth, he had to choose between his wife or his son. He would have named Balin, one of the dragon names. Died at birth.
Yeah, the son died, and I didn't get that to the end, but the son died,
and he could have saved his wife by just sacrificing the child, but he chose to have a son over having a wife.
And he didn't end up with neither.
Yeah, so back in the day,
imagine how he felt. Yeah,
no C-sections back in the day. Once you cut, that's it.
They didn't give her a sock to bite on or nothing. That's crazy. She really bled out.
They didn't tell her either. They just said, "All right, everything can be okay." Puss.
Yeah.
And
yeah, man. They didn't even let Rihanna, whatever her name is, say bye to her mom. I had a problem with that. That's crazy to me. And I remember I had twins. We got twins. C-sections that's crazy. So the fact that they just did it, it was
no stitching.
Because I want all the drugs. Everything y'all got in here, I bring it out. But
yeah, they just cut her and she died. And he still ain't end up getting a baby. He was that, determined to have a kid with a cock. He wasn't trying, he wanted a boy. Yeah. But I'm really excited for his daughter to see what she gonna bring to the table, because she ready to jump off the porch. And you could see it. I could see that little spark in her. So his brother getting on my nerves already.
He didn't feel the love or attachment.
Can't stay hard or nothing.
He didn't feel the love or attachment, I guess, because the king never really told him to be my hand or my right hand. He just sent them away all the time. Respect as brother and heir to the throne, because if they all get killed, he's the next heir, the next king.
That's what he wants.
Nobody wants him because he's young and he's wild still.
He high head.
Yeah.
You don't know what you gonna get. He real high, so yeah.
And he down.
But the good thing is he's down for street people though too. I know this. I see. Like he be in the slums.
That's a good thing, yeah.
He
I
down
mean,
for
that's
people.
always a good thing. You need people to call when that time to go to war, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, his Prince. His name is Prince Marion, something like that. He's wild. He's young, and I think he took off on a dragon after his niece became heir to the throne.
Right.
And they have a good bond though so far that we know.
But he sound like he mad now that it's a female in there. Like he not feeling it. So I wouldn't be surprised if he try to sabotage and do little stuff. Cause a lot of them ain't feeling that there's a female in there.
Yeah.
You know, so.
That's how any show is. They don't want no woman in charge, kind of.
Kind of like today.
Well, times ain't changed now.
Cocks rule the world. Like that's how it is.
We all know what really rule the world.
Anyway, but that's what it is, and he mad. So we see how that go. If that like alter your relationship or how it'll go.
And then before the king asked Prince Rhaenyra to take over, he gave her the story of the song Ice and Fire about something's gonna happen later on. It's gonna be dark, and the world everybody need to stand by and reunite, and it needs to be a Targaryen on the throne. Basically, he predicted Game of Thrones, Song of Ice and Fire, and he told her the story in the dungeons with all the dragon skeletons and all that, and he just basically told everybody what happened in Song of Ice and Fire, that's what we know of as Game of Thrones. Yeah. And now we're at House of Dragon. I kind of liked the first episode though. I mean,
yeah, I'm real excited to see what I want Rhaenyra to fuck shit up, like and like. Just the way they used to kill back then, like it was just like nothing. Like they was ripping motherfuckers' heads off, and like it was nothing. So I'm excited to see how it's gonna go now that she is in a position of power.
Are you gonna watch the regular Game of Thrones?
I'm gonna try to watch it. I know I gotta donate some time. Like so, yeah. I'm gonna try to watch it.
One episode every couple of days, and probably like a month later, you might be catching.
All I know is a lot of the sex. They giving a lot of the sex, like.
Motherfucker, like, pause and rub one out. That's how much, like, they damn near porn.
So, yeah. We see. I'm gonna finish it out and see and watch.
That's it. Do all this every week.
I'm gonna try to come back, y'all. I'm gonna come back.
Every week. I mean, we're just two normal people.
Depending on how my wig look, cause you know. But I'm gonna come back.
Maybe you can come back an episode like one of them off the show wigs.
Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna come back.
Stay tuned. Hopefully, we have another show coming up next week. Probably. If not, we already know what happened. Hair ain't ready.
I'm gonna come back.
Okay, he won't get another wig from me. I'm gonna be back.